morning, 47. The Ark Society's annual gathering is several weeks away, which should give us ample time to prepare. Meanwhile, Mr. Gray has an off-the-books request. Perhaps you should explain.
Noel Crest. One of my best fixes. Before Romania, I left him in charge of the militia. Told him in no uncertain terms to cease all attacks on Providence, stand by, and await further orders. Safe to say he did not. Crest and his men have gone rogue, reinventing themselves as a glorified gang of international thieves. They specialize in ruthless spectacle heists with zero regard to collateral damage.
I've seen the man's file. What did you expect would happen?
It's not like I had much choice, seeing as all my best lieutenants were killed by you two.
Fair point.
Nevertheless, Crest is a rabid dog. He is my responsibility, my mistake. I would like your help correcting it.
Current whereabouts?
Ambrose Island, an isolated harbor north from the Strait of Malacca. Coincidentally, one of Wazir Kale's old ports of call. According to my intel, Crest and his men have joined forces with a local pirate syndicate to raid a passing tanker. His goal, a control unit for an Ether Corp satellite being covertly shipped abroad. The satellite is a node in the company's most secure cloud storage network, so they would pay a fortune to preserve its integrity.
What is Crest's endgame?
Extortion, if I had to guess. We don't have the luxury of a full investigation. For us to move against the constant, we need Providence to think the threat is over and lower their guard. Another militia attack on Ether would raise alarms.
I agree. 47. You'll need to eliminate Crest and destroy that control unit, or lock the militia out. The satellite cannot fall into their hands. We'll need a cover story for ICA. Luckily, Akka, the rapacious leader of the syndicate, already has an active ICA contract on her head. Take her out, and we'll even get our expenses paid.
Well, I never had you pegged as a rebel.
I'm warming to it.
Thank you, both. 47, seeing as I know Crest, I'll provide field support. Meet you out east.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to do some commentary in between the cutscenes, and this is going to be for Silent Assassin suit only. Ambrose Island is the newest DLC from Hitman 3. Came out like 2 weeks ago. I'm a little behind, but I wanted to check it out. I love Hitman. And it's going to act as a prequel. This is actually going to take place during Hitman 2, right before the Ark Society mission. We're going to have two targets. You're going to have Noel Crest, who was one of Gray's best fixers. He was in charge of the militia. He's gone rogue. And then you're going to have the local pirate leader, Akka. But then you're also going to have to destroy a control unit or lock out the targets from it by taking their key cards. There's the custom 5mm. I'm going to use that because it doesn't get detected for frisks. But I'm just going to use it to shoot out cameras.
Welcome to the Andaman Sea, 47. We've arrived just in time. It seems Crest didn't disclose the true object of the heist to his partners, so Akka has seized one of the satellite control unit's keycards as collateral until they can renegotiate. The militia have set up camp near the remains of a colonial outpost. Both Crest and the control unit should be nearby. You'll need to destroy the unit itself or render it inoperable by retrieving both keycards. Knowing Crest, he'll have given his to someone he trusts, but Akka is less inclined to delegate. She should be in the pirate base when she's not out among the locals. I provided you with a GPS tracker. Activate it when you're done, and I'll initiate extraction. The sooner we finish up here, the better.
Alright, so right up here, I'm going to listen to some dialogue, so I'm going to let that play out.
I saw Akka pacing around like a tiger in a cage earlier. It makes me nervous.
Ever since they got back from the raid, the mood's been different. They're not being as chummy with the toy soldiers anymore. Used to be, she was at Farah's every night getting drinks with their boss, wasn't she?
Something must have happened. You know Akka, if she thinks someone's taking what's hers, she'll just as soon cut their hands off as ask for it back.
Or maybe it was stupid, but I expected better from them. They've been pretty easy to deal with. When they showed up, I thought they would take the whole village over, but they mostly keep to themselves near the ruins.
You make friends with a crocodile when you live in the water. Maybe now that they're ready to return to land, they're showing their true colors.
Alright, so you heard them mention Farrah, so that's what I'm going to go to now. She has like her own little quest line. She owns the bar at the popular hip spot on the island. She's good friends with Akka. She's going to give us a few quests. Two of them are just kind of random, and then the third one involves finding a prisoner, and then that's going to open up a meeting in between the two targets where you have an opportunity to take them both out. So you see Farrah's just right in the middle here, you can't miss it, and then right in front of here you got the
second you see that
slap contest.
Radio me. Got it? Akka's not gonna get any friendlier if she calls a meeting and I keep her waiting.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Good.
It seems that Crest is waiting for Akka to call a meeting. Getting them both in one place would certainly save some time. Akka must be using the light to signal for Crest when she wants a meeting. It shouldn't be too difficult to exploit that.
Hey, you've been nosing around here a lot tonight. Do you want to make yourself useful?
Maybe.
Oh, don't be so mercenary. I don't have any more coconuts on hand. Help a lady out and find one?
I'll see what I can do about that.
Alright, so our first quest is to grab a coconut. If you're watching this guide, you can probably grab a coconut on your way in, so you don't have to run back and get it. And I think for the slap contest, you have to be in a disguise. They won't let you play it when you're just in the gorilla wetsuit. And then if you win, it opens up a special opportunity to kill Crest. So I'm going to run and get the coconut now. Let me fast forward it. Alright, so I'm going to run back close to the starting area. There was a little path that led to the right. You'll see a lady smoking on a beach. There's going to be a coconut there. But like I was saying, if you're seeing this as a guide, it'll be easier to pick up the coconut on your way to Farrah's instead of running back. It's going to be right here. So yeah, I played for 4 hours last night. Just going to have fun with it, but I end up doing Farrah's questline and just finishing with a silent assassin suit only. So this is a good, if you're just getting introduced to the level, doing her questline is a good way to become familiar with the map.
Did you find a coconut for me?
I have it right here.
Oh, that is a good-looking one. I can tell you've worked with these before. Come with me. I might have another job for you. It's been a long day, you know. It feels like they only get longer.
Is that?
Ugh, that hit the spot at least.
Thanks so much.
Now, are you interested in doing me another favor?
Sure, why not?
There's a local boy. Well, he's a man, you know, but he's a boy. He got very drunk last night, very stupid, and took a box of cigars from behind the bar. We don't steal from our own around here. And I'm sure if Akka finds out what he did, he will lose a finger or worse. I just want the box back, no drama. I'm sure he'll be as relieved as me if you return it.
I think I can handle that.
You're a very good sport.
Appreciate it.
He lives in the green shack towards the back of the village. His neighbor is a party animal with terrible taste in music, so it's easy to find.
Alright, so now's another good time to save. I'm going to run up and find a cigar box. It's actually going to be buried, but I'll show you where to go. So this method for getting silent assassin suit only isn't like the most efficient. You're not going to get the best time, but it's a cool way to get more of the story out of it. So we're going to go right up here, First thing you're going to do is you're going to find the house with the loud music. We just passed where it's buried, actually. We'll come back. So right here you can see it's got the purple in the windows, the funky lights. This lady's not going to see you. You just jump through the window. And we're not going to find the cigar box. What we're going to find is a letter. And he's going to say he was all drunk, and then he feels sorry for it, stealing it, but he ended up burying it, and he don't remember where. And then you can see the shovel's right on the wall for us. We'll grab the shovel. We're going to go back the way we came. So the burial spot doesn't show up with instinct. You actually just have to hover over it, and then it'll give you the option to dig it up. Right here. You can see the little square. So we'll grab the cigar box and take it back, and then that's when she's actually going to give us like a real quest. That's going to be hard. It took me a while to figure out where to go for that one. It's going to be to find a prisoner, but I wasn't real familiar with the level yet, so it was a lot of running around trying to figure out the map. I'm going to kind of take this roundabout way for no reason. Alright, before I talk to Farrah, I'm actually going to notice that Akka's having a conversation with a lady named Miss Huang. I hear the dialogue, but then I was like looking. It took me a minute to figure out who was talking, and then when I look up, I realized she's above me.
We move freight around, we do some business as petrochemical middlemen. We broker the occasional shipment. We've been expanding into the east, and our friend suggested you'd be in a good position to help us. Oh, it's not all.
Sinha Venta, also known as Akka, leader of the pirates. She should be carrying one of the key cards for the control unit, thanks to her current détente with Crest.
You can think about it. Don't take too long, though. You're not the only number I have. Call me back when you've made your decision, Miss Farrah.
Were you able to get the cigar box back?
Yes, here.
Oh, look at that. You're a blessing. But if you have time for one more thing, it'll be the very last errand. On my word.
Tell me more.
I've been overhearing chatter from the militia boys
Thanks so
about
much.
someone they're keeping in the ruins. Meanwhile, Akka has been waiting for her inside man to show up. He's supposed to arrange the payment from Chiron's insurance in exchange for the hostages she took. Well, unfortunately, he's missing. Interesting, isn't it?
I'm listening.
Oh, I don't think they would let me through. But you seem like you know how to get around obstacles. Am I right? Maybe you'd be able to get a better one. If it is Mr. Shuin, Akka should know.
I'll work something out.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
A prisoner in the ruins. Might be worth a look.
Alright, so another good time to save. This is probably the hardest part of this is the hardest part of her quest line. It took me a while to figure out because I was actually in the pirate area because Akka has two prisoners, so I was getting confused between them and then the prisoner that Crest has. He's going to be in the ruins. The best way to get there is up here through this little cave here and then make a right. Don't go straight. That'll lead you to the satellite control unit. We're not going to have to go back there for this Silent Assassin suit only run because we're going to pick up 2 of the uplink access keys. Alright, so we're going to follow the beach, and then up here is going to be actually a treasure chest and this little melee weapon. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It is concealable. The Katabunga. And then we could pick up some cannons and gunpowder here too. Obviously don't switch outfits if you're trying to get suit only. So I was going to go for the challenge where you can kill both targets with a cannonball shot. But what happens is there's always collateral damage. You always kill a guard. So you're not going to be able to get Silent Assassin. Just watch out for these roving guards. Just wait for them to move. But I'll show you how to set it up. I'm going to put the cannon in there with the gunpowder. And I'll show you what the correct cannon is. And then you can see some of these walls that are glowing. They could be blown out with C4 or with a cannon shot. There's going to be some C4 in the armory down in the prison level. This is a little sketchy area, a lot of guards walking around. So if you want to go for the challenge to kill him with the cannon, I recommend just loading it up now. Just having it ready. And then this area is also going to be where Crest, this guy, his number 2 guy who has the one of the uplink access keys, is going to be here. So we could take him out and get one of the keys. Kind of use these pillars, fallen pillars as cover, swing around down the steps here. Alright, so I kind of rushed this, so I missed out on some dialogue. So I'm going to throw a coin right away, get him to come out of the hallway where he's guarding the prisoner. And I'm going to sneak by him before the other guard can come down. You just got to be quick. So I almost get caught, but just make it. And then you're going to have a box back here to hide bodies. And then right across from the prison is a little armory that's locked. Either you get the key from one of the guards or you can use a lockpick. And there's also a skeleton that you could pick up one of their fingers and then use that as a lockpick too, called the bone pick. So I didn't get the dialogue, but sometimes these guys will talk and they'll tell you how they were guarding this prisoner, but he actually ended up dying, but they're afraid to tell Crest or his number 2 guy. So they just lie and say he's sleeping. So I'll take this guy out. And then the number 2 guy who has the uplink access key, he's going to be coming down shortly. I'll let him come and go, and then I'll take out the other guard. And then what you got to do is you got to take a picture of the prisoner and then take that back to Farrah. And then Farrah, I guess she was like a childhood or old-time friends with Akka. She's going to let her know that they have the prisoner. And then she's going to call an emergency meeting with Crest. And then that's going to give us the opportunity to get them in the same room at the same time and take them out. So there's no dialogue there either. Usually that guy will say something about, oh, that, you know, he's being pretty quiet or something. Right here's a good spot for the coin. You don't want to throw it back into the room too far. There's nowhere really to hide except for that box.
Alrighty.
Just gotta be quick here, just in case that guy comes back. And then you can only fit 2 people in a box, so I'm gonna take out the guy that was just there with the ponytail, get his access key, and I'm gonna hide his body like around the corner, and it never gets found, so you don't have to worry about it. And then the armory is gonna have a Molotov cocktail, so you could use that. That unlocks a challenge. It's gonna have the C4, which I might have been able to use on the targets. I'm not sure if they would see it though. If you leave it in the room and explode it when they meet, it might be a good idea. But there's a lot of guards on the outside, so I'm not sure what would happen. Alright, so I got the key.
Looks like Mr. Shu, Pirate's inside man with Chiron. I doubt they'll be happy to hear he's dead in militia custody. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Alright, so just take a picture. And then by the time you're done, the guy will be coming back. Alright, so now I'm going to go across to that armory I was talking about. They got all kinds of stuff in here. You got the cannonballs, gunpowder, C4, Molotov cocktail, ammo. And there's also a cannon in here that you could shoot, and that'll unlock a shortcut. You got a brick. The brick is good. You could use that to lay out the guy when he comes back. There's the C4, some ammo. But that's going to get the attention of the guards, so it's not the best idea. Alright, so I'm going to fast forward it. There is a little bit of a wait for this guy to come back. And like I said, this ain't the most time efficient method, but I just liked it because it involved a lot of this, you know, you learn more about the characters and the story this way. Alright, as we wait, I'll promote my latest video I uploaded. Was talking about a new Kickstarter. It's from the makers of the Sherlock Holmes series and the game The Sinking City. So they're going to combine those 2 genres, the H.P. Lovecraft and then the Conan Doyle Sherlock Holmes series. And they're going to make a game about a cult of Cthulhu. It's going to be one of Sherlock Holmes' first cases that he does with Watson. And they're doing it all through Kickstarter. It's a company called Frogwares. They're based in Ukraine. So obviously with the Russian invasion, it's a little sketchy. So they think that's the best way to fund it. And it's actually a remake from a game they made 16 years ago. But it looks pretty badass if you want to check it out.
He's being pretty quiet.
Alright, so the brick is nice to have right here, so you can just smack him in the back of the head with it. Put him right out. And then, like I said, you could just drag his body to one of these corners, and you should be good. I never got discovered.
We'll need to
And
find
then he
the
also
second
has a silence
if we want to
pistol. It's
fully
pretty
knock them
nice.
out.
You just throw him in this corner. I'm not sure what that grate does. I haven't had enough time to play with it, but you need a screwdriver to throw the things down that little chimney there. I'm just gonna drop him in this corner. But that new game, it's Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. It looks pretty cool. Check it out on Kickstarter. I think it go until September, and then the game release date is expecting around February 2023. And they were they were going for like 71,000, but they're already up to like 150 or 160,000 dollars. So it's definitely gonna get made. All right, just go back the way you came. Watch out for the roving patrol again. We're gonna give the photo to Farrah. Like I said, she's gonna show Akka, the pirate leader. She's gonna call the emergency meeting. I'm gonna take them out in the room with a letter opener, but there's a way where you could actually get 2 challenges. They're gonna move from the room to like an elevated position overlooking the water, and she's pissed obviously that he killed this guy, and he doesn't know that she knows yet. So she tells him to go, take a look at the water, and she kicks him in. And then if you're smart and you get ahead of it, you could create an oil leak, and then she's going to light up a cigarette afterwards, and then that's going to cause her to catch fire. So then you can kill both targets at the in really indirect ways, and then get 2 challenges.
Yo.
Oh, you're back. Have you learned anything?
Cheers.
I have.
Oh dear. This will put a wrinkle in Akka's plans for sure. I should let her know. I'm grateful for this. Thank you.
Just glad I could help.
Alright, so like I said, she's going to go give that photo to Akka, and then I'll just let the video play. But overall, level was kind of mediocre, nothing special. I was never really invested in the story. I do love the Hitman mechanics though. I just love the exploration, finding new things, discovering how the unique kills work. So I always enjoy playing these levels, but the story-wise, it just wasn't nothing special. Alright, so I'm going to let the dialogue play out, and if there's any questions, let me know. See you guys later. Bye.
What are you talking about? Shu hasn't even docked yet.
The militia must have caught him out on the water. Probably in case your negotiations went poorly.
Oh boy, do I feel special.
Then he died. Or maybe they killed him. Either way, he's gone. That shit, Crest.
All that talk about partnership, and he goes and does this. Betty wants us dependent on them. Desperate for their scraps. I'll show him desperate. I'll make him beg for his life.
Akka, do not jump to conclusions.
This has nothing to do with you. Stay out of my business. You, like the signal. I'm ready to start the meeting.
Right away.
Wait here.
Got it.
I think I swallowed a gnat.
What the shit?
Hey, Jaka, pick that up.
They've lit the signal for the meeting. I assume you have a plan in mind, 47.
Beautiful man.
Akka's out of the way. Good work. That's one problem taken care of. That's the second keycard. Without these, the control unit is little more than a military-grade paperweight. Now all that's left to deal with is Noel Crest himself.
Is Akka inside already?
No, not yet. We're not sure where she is.
All right, I'm gonna go in and grab a drink. Hopefully she'll turn up.
Thanks so much.
That's Crest taken care of. And that's that. The rest will pick up the pieces. It's time to go, guys. I'll see you soon. I'll let Diana.
I knew our nameless friend would come through.